Like Atraxa is still here. So they probably need a removal, and I think we can chain Atraxa into Atraxa because we are a very good player with great top decks. So let's go and see what we hit. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today a very different deck. We won't be countering spells, we won't be sweeping, alright, maybe just a little bit, but we will be ramping into those big cool creatures. So Atraxa is the coolest of them all. I mean, you cannot beat this value, man. But other than this, we have the good old Titan of Industry because it gives instant life gain and some board, effect with Destroy Artifact on enchantment, and they're pretty popular. And the Tyrranax Rex against any kind of, counter spell deck and all this stuff. And the haste together with Trample means that you can solve Planeswalkers or something that is super annoying. So on the ramp side, Azusa Many Journeys. In this particular deck, I actually didn't have troubles with playing lands from Azusa. Usually you either don't have enough lands or you don't hit Azusa. It's always one of those. Here you have cards like Restoration of Eiganjo, which is perfect together with Azusa, because here you draw a card but you don't ramp with it. Here you ramp but you don't draw, and you can combine them and suddenly get so much power very quickly, especially together with Stomper that gives you basically a run draw, and Invasion of Zendikar that this is this breach between like 4 and 5 mana and 7 that you need to cast all these big spells. Alright, so this is the deck. We played some... Oh, alright, and your reward for watching the intro. This kinda dies to mono red. There's no much talking here. If you are on the draw and they open with some insane draw, you will be dead without playing a single card. And this deck is extremely fun to play with. You just make all those big creatures, and when they answer it somehow, you just play more big creatures with haste, with ward, all the cool effects. So really fun deck to play with and to watch with. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I think you will enjoy the games from today. So have fun, guys. Alright, we are going first with not enough lands and a lot of 6-drops. I mean, I don't think we get better than this, and we also need 1 land to fix everything with Restoration of Eiganjo. We have some removal even, so it's as good as it gets probably. That's my point. And with Double Farewell, if our opponent is man, where's Mono Red? Why aren't you playing Mountain? You are in Mythic. Alright, so our opponent hits probably the best opening he could ever hope against our deck in this situation. Eiganjo is the correct choice. I really hope they won't go for it, because... Okay, perfect, thank you. Tap land, perfect. Always the last land you draw. I mean, we play those, so I guess it's okay. It's extremely slow, especially after being duressed. But we are slowly, extremely slowly getting there. No blue mana, at least for now, so I think we are starting to fix the situation. Raffine Tower will give us black, so we don't need one. Let's go for green mana, sorry. Alright, guys, I think the game actually started. Alright, let's see what the game is about actually. So, our opponent is playing Orzhov with really cool lands. I wonder, because it could be a blue mana and he could just save the blue land for the last play, but it seems to be really Orzhov. And you know what, it makes sense, because if you are not a mono red in high Mythic, you probably are Orzhov full of life gain and removal. So very high chance his deck is pile of anti-mono red aggro cards basically. And let's go with Restoration of Eiganjo, man. This is actually insanely cool, because now we can get up to 8, and whatever big drop we'll draw, we can instantly play it. And if not, we just play Architects, right? Let's get those planes, and we can double play the Restoration. We don't get two drops, but it's fine. I wonder why he was so scared about the Wandering Emperor. Not sure. Alright, and on the next turn we go with the Stomper. We have Heart Migrations, so we just need to hit our big stuff right now. We'll see how it goes. Man, it's so fun to actually play this game. If that was a mono red, we would never hit this point. Oh, my gripe with mono red. Yeah, it's a lot of mono red on the ladder, especially like if you hit high Mythic, it's basically most of your games. I mean, like, sometimes 3 in a row and you think, man, why I'm even trying to make a deck? Alright, wedding announcement. And we'll go with Stomper against it. Alright, I do not discard anything. Twice. Because I want to cycle the garden. I don't think we need it. And of course we cannot go for enchantments. Because we lose our restorations. On the next turn our board will be pretty strong. Yep, he will probably try to starve as long as possible and maybe farewell in the end. They definitely play like 3 Sunfalls, 2 farewells, something like this I would guess. So yeah, we need to be wary. Probably when all of this flips they just Sunfall turn after. So I hope we can sneak some damage in between. And let's try to dig into some big spells, because they don't play counter spells, so anything we play resolves. And that's pretty huge. Especially things with Ward 4. It means that they cannot even kill it at this point. Of course we won't play it because of the Sunfall. Oh yeah, told you. If you aren't a mono red, you are just pile of removal and live gain. And it seems exactly like this. Alright, we cannot hit our stuff, that's for sure. Man, it's 1/3 of the deck already. Let's cycle, see what we get. Maybe this will be... It will be probably a ramp, right? A ramp late game. Alright, we're not playing lands, we have 7, that's enough. So we will cycle this one as well later. At some point, we will get to our creatures. Like 1 Atraxa should be enough to just chain the value and go from there. We cannot play Binding yet. Binding is a pretty cool card. 1 Duress. Man, this actually seems very similar to the decks I've been playing. So I think we need to wait until farewell. Double Architect already forces some kind of response. So they will use it at some point, see? First Sunfall out. And that's a good situation for them. I mean, believe me or not, I play something that is not a land in this whole deck. Here we are, see? It is possible. And I will keep cycling. I could Leyline Binding, but I don't super care at this point. If he plays too much stuff, I just farewell. We need to be careful about Leyline. We probably want stuff like tokens or something that, you know, after getting back with farewell isn't super meaningful. Yeah, live game. I've been playing this kind of deck and it's amazing against aggro decks. Just basically have full deck of cards they hate. I'm surprised there was no Reverie so far. I will play Leyline just because it relieves a lot of pressure, and it also means that when Farewell hits, he gets nothing back. Cool. That's absolutely fine, my friend.
I am the Emperor of COLOSSAL.
So he wants to go for the pass. I don't agree with this play. I think minus would be more damage overall. However, we're fine with it. Let's go with Atraxa and get this fair value. See, all stacked one after another. Man, look at this draw. Like, they literally were all stacked in 3 cards. Alright, so let's get the first one. So enchantment, we go for the okay, creature. I think binding, right? Azusa is okay, but not amazing. And we always get some tokens. And let's go for battle as well. And I guess the land. We have only 1. I mean, that's a lot of cards. After all, it's a lot of cards. So we will go with this one. Do we go for the Emperor? No, because the answer to this board is probably Farewell. So let's not give him good targets. Alright, do we Farewell? It hits everything except his Emperor, so pretty good. Alright. Pile of removal and live gain, told you. And yeah, I respect it. I think we played quite a lot of Grey Walker. I think we were both in Diamond playing each other, if I recall. Alright, so what do we do? This is definitely something they need to Sunfall. So, Sunfall please. Another check. We are not over investing in the board. That should be enough. We have another leyline binding, so you know, we can just remove the token. Or we can just remove the wedding announcement when he blocks. Yeah, exactly. I was wondering what are those. You should be playing probably like 3, maybe even 4. Just a pile of life gain removal, best deck of standard. Alright, Trespasser, interesting. So he actually wants to fight for the board. Can we punish it? Not in an easy way. And they don't like Atraxa. I'm not super surprised. Alright. I would like to have a Sunfall right now. No joke, man. No joke. This should be a surprise, right? It would be way better. Maybe they will mess it. Alright, let's go. We will play the land. Oh, they're attacking. Alright, so I will block. And now I will get rid of the wedding announcement, so we get a nice trade here. We could maybe get a bit more on the next turn, but I think it's good enough. He's at 33, man, that's a lot. Go for the throat, sure. 1 card to go, man, that's not a lot. That's actually not a lot. I mean, we could farewell if we really want. With 1 card it might be good. However, first let's just go with full attack on the Planeswalker. I think we can win the value game, so we don't need to go for the life total. Let's see the blocks. If he sacrifices 3 creatures, then we might not farewell and just go for the Titan. Or maybe, you know, just get all the lands from the deck. This way we get very good draws. We'll see, we'll see. 30 cards. And those are good blocks for us. I really like them. Cool. I could save something. So if we are fighting for the board, so be it. This way we get a 3-3. And we should have enough from the invasions. Yeah, this way we have really strong board overall. Alright, let's see. I'm basically playing all around farewell, otherwise I would just commit to the board super hard. With like Titans, Stompers, and just try to roll him and flip all the invasions, but I think he has at least 1 sweeper. Alright, he swept himself, so now our stuff is way better. And that's a token, right? It has to be. Or maybe he can transform. But he probably wants 2 creatures at least. Let's go for the Titan and just start this train rolling. We'll get invasion, so our draws are way better. We could destroy the token. And we will. I don't think shield is really important here. Most of his effects are just, you know, exile effects. Yeah, still enchant, still artifact. So we should expect a farewell still. Let's go for this one. He cannot farewell this. Let's go for those in case we hit Vorinclex. We get double forest this way. And let's see. 2 cards. No blue, so no Cardo. He's slowly running out of value, and I think we can absolutely run him over the long game. Especially when we flip those. And if he farewells, he only gets back the bindings. I mean the wedding announcement, so it's not the best deal. Like, it's okay, but we can absolutely fight it. Oh, okay, okay. I play green. For a moment I thought it's Shigeki and it was like, oh no. Alright, farewell, indeed. I think there's high chance that was the last one in his hand. I think that was the card he was having for last 5 or 10 turns. And the second one is pretty new, so it shouldn't be his highest quality overall. Alright, I play Titan. And now we will go for destroying the wedding announcement for sure. And I mean, let's always go for the bigger, wider board. Yeah, I guess Eiganjo doesn't hit the land now. Man, look at all this stuff. We have so much power in the deck still. Do we go all in already? Yeah, because even if this is a farewell, and he is in full top deck mode then, and every of those draws that we saw will win the game. There's a shoulder, a bit scary, we are only on 13. But I mean, we hit for 15, that's not as little. And the last card. So the last card is not a sweeper, he wouldn't play shorted then. So what is this? I think we want to flip invasions, that would help quite a lot in defending. Yep. Yep. Definitely not the card we needed. It's actually the worst card ever. Because we really don't want to cycle it right now. That's actually so bad, man. I hate it, but we have to go for it. Alright. That helps a little bit. I think it's okay. And unfortunately he will block with shorted. This is really good block for him. We cannot do anything about it. But we can start to pressure his life total just a little bit. Do we kill shorted, man? Is it really worth our Titan? Not on this turn, maybe on the next one. Man, herd migrations, all the lands. We just need to beat this shorted. I would really like to flip those, because then my board is super wide. One creature a turn, lost to shorted, still hurts though. Alright, let's see what the play is. Man, he's getting those pretty good cards from the top, like he's not running out of gas in last turns. That's a very good play. Indeed, I need to be more defensive, but at least shorted is tapped. I think we have Emperor in the deck, right? One is gone. Yeah, we still have Emperor here, I believe. So maybe we draw, get rid of the shorted, and just go herd migration, I guess. Alright, so I think this is a Hail Mary play a little bit. And we should go, probably. No, that's not correct. This is correct, because we need to kill the Emperor, and we don't have a choice here. So he can save invasion, oh, he doesn't go for it, that's interesting. Does it mean he has a sweeper? It kinda feels like this. Why wouldn't you block this? Alright, one more turn, because if he has a sweeper he should play it and then we herd migration and he needs another one. If he attacks with shorted, we double block. He might go for the fraud, which is a blowout, but at least we survive a little bit. Really seems he has it, right? Alright, we go like this, so we make a token. And I mean, let's see. He definitely has something on his mind. I can life gain 3 with this one. I have enough blockers thanks to the architect, so I can champ block the shorted. So I think I'm not in huge risk. Or I'm in risk, but you know, I need to bear with it. Alright. I will give 3 damage there. Everything is going pretty smoothly, right? Man, that's weird. Let's go for rest of the basic. I think we still have a forest? No. Man, imagine we drew all of those cards. Even the Sunfall. Warning, man. It's incredible how much value we are not drawing here. Alright, and we say go. I hope it's not corrupt, but he has no swamp, so yeah, it's not a corrupt build. And no invoke, as we all know. Man, is he actually playing my version of the deck? Oh boy. So what is the play? Emperor, right? He's going for the Emperor. Alright. Still, we have a lot of pressure. He seems to be really fighting for this board, man. If we use this, he doesn't get the card. But he's tapped out already. So let's go. For him the problem is he cannot attack with shorted. And I don't think he has a remover right now. He can give the first strike, but then we just chomp block, I guess. And go super wide. He's only at 22, it's not so much. Those tokens will help him quite a lot, but still. Alright, going wider.
May your blade strike true.
So yeah, it seems he doesn't have a sweeper. It's really hard to read, but I think, yeah, perfect. Some more lands. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, so let's kill them. Oh, we have to kill the Emperor with Trample. A bit unfortunate. We go like this. And I think we keep the 1/1s for blocking. Well, I guess we make the hard migration, so... It's not good because he just uses the 2/2. So let's go like this, create some more, and just go for as wide board as possible so we can hopefully kill him on the next turn. Man, that's a hard game to read, honestly. I think that maybe I played too much around his sweeper. Maybe it didn't seem like he has one. But you can never know, because some players are really patient, because as you can see, he doesn't need Farewell right now when we play like this. He can manage. And if we went all in, maybe then he plays as Farewell and that's it. So we can never really know. I appreciate that he's playing the same version, man. Alright, so... I mean, we take this. Not much of a choice. Down to 18. We get the new thing, so that's good. And we say go. We will be at 1 life, and hopefully we don't cycle at the headquarters, because then we die. If we don't kill him, we still can farewell. I mean, let's see. And he is playing Sunfall. That will be a huge token, man. But no haste. See? He had the sweeper in the end. He was just super patient. Well played, my friend. Well played. That's how you do it. Can I just get Atraxa from the top and win the game? Please? Interesting one. We could just go with it and go with Farewell later. You know what? Let's try. I think it's okay.
Learned much during my
and we just named the artifacts potentially graveyards, and that should maybe force him to have really good top decks, because our top decks should be really powerful. We didn't hit a single Rex this whole game, by the way. You know, one of our biggest WINCONS. Let's go for the artifacts first. I don't think there's much in the graveyard for him, but let's go for it. And let's see if there's a response to this. We will have 2 mana after the Atraxa. So first we attack. No reaction. Now we go like this. And we have to go Atraxa into the next WinCon, and I think we won. Rex, migration. Man, double Rex still here. And let's go like this. This will be enough, I believe. No. Yes. Yes, because we have extreme amount of mana for the next turn that will be needed to overwhelm him if he has another sweeper. Oh boy, what a game. I actually was pretty tired by playing it, man. Like, I hope you guys enjoyed, but I definitely didn't play it optimally. Don't be super mad. It's just hard to play against this kind of deck. You never know what they have. And as you can see, another Wild Farewell is on the run. This is our Sunfall. Yay! Sunfall. Alright, definitely this one. Alright guys, don't get scared. I actually ran out of hard drive for the finale and it was 1 minute longer. So I actually wanted to scrap the game, but you know what, it was so unique, so fun. After I played the Heart Migration and the Rex, he actually didn't draw anything and he just scooped on the next turn. So that was end of the game. You didn't see the explosion, but you basically seen the whole game. So you will see the stats just so you know that we indeed won this one. And let's go into the next game. So this one will be full. Alright guys, going first, Azusa's Many Journeys. Yeah, I like the ramp. We should hit either Farewell or the Rex. Hopefully the Rex, because it's way cooler. And with Stomper we should have some. We probably need Invasion of Zendikar or something like this, so we can try ramping a bit harder. I like Azusa Many Journeys, especially with Trials, because you basically don't have any use of this 1 mana, so we can kinda get rid of the downside. It's just a perfect land then. And our opponent is going super hard, but it won't be hard enough, I believe. I think it won't be hard enough, and we'll have blockers on the next turn. And soon, the Rex. Alright, black, blue. Yeah, we have all. So let's just go for the green, for whatever. And we can go for migration and play the land. And go from there, basically. Oh, Liliana is scary. Okay, Liliana is actually super scary. We lose the creature. At least he doesn't pump, so the damage is pretty slow. Alright, 5-6. We could Farewell, but we probably won't, right? I think we want Heart Migration on the next turn, or maybe the Rex. Oh boy. Hard choice. I don't know, man. We don't have good... Liliana was extremely good for him. Oh boy, sure that you're also here. So I think that warrants the Farewell. And what can I do? What can I do? I need this. I need to kill Liliana with this one. It has Trample. So if we attack Liliana, maybe he blocks with Shorted as well. Maybe I risk that I hit a land from the top. I think I have to. Otherwise we lose one of the crucial cards. And if we hit a land, it's, you know, it's doable. I play a weird big creature. Do we go for the face? Probably not. I think we need to win with the value game. Theoretically, they can protect her. I really want to have this creature. And this deck is just either you win or you lose. Like, this is this kind of stuff. And indeed, they went for Shorted that has Death Touch, because they knew that there might not be occasion for removal again. I mean, we are doing it. As long as Liliana's on the board, is not on the board, Those creatures are not as scarce as he thinks. As we can see, basically. Alright, and now invoke Despair. He cannot invoke us on the next turn, absolutely winning the game. Oh man, another shortcut. But here we are, with another migration. So let's create some beasts. 12 damage is something already. Of course, we won't be able to burst him because that's a good blocker, and the life gain will keep him afloat basically. So we probably need some next good draw. Like Atraxa would be pretty good. But we lack colors, we need at least one white. So maybe we should start preparing for it. Let's go for Restoration. We get the planes this way. We play it, so now Atraxa from the top would actually win the game. And I mean, we cannot attack. If we attack with like 2, we don't deal any damage, we lose a creature. And this has menace, and this can attack, so we need to be defensive and just try to hit something relevant in the next turns. I mean, this is kind of relevant. Yeah, we live gain as well. I definitely do not want to discard this hand. I mean, if not this, I'm not sure what will win us. And we need to pressure him. So, free trade. He thinks that he can counterattack and just kill us, which is why we didn't play the migration first. Now we have the same board state that he didn't attack last turn, and we can go much wider with the attack on this turn. Right, no Jetmir's Garden, so we don't get the full value, and this is a bad draw, but it is kinda expected at this point, right? Some of the draws will be bad. Double blockers. Hitting with Flesh Gorger is not enough to kill us, so we go all in, and I think he will block with the Flesh Gorger. Still, that's at least like 15 damage, man, that's a lot, that's really a lot. And we have 2 creatures for the... oh boy, no! Oh, that's big, but maybe we still don't lose it, right? We kill him on the next turn unless he draws something good. And he as well drew a land. And here's the Atraxa. Let's show that we had better top decks, but we already won on the board, right? Because he can block 1 and the rest just kills him. Man, that was a really clutch game, but pretty dynamic for a ramp against Mono Black. Alright, we are going first. We have Azusa many journeys. She journeys quite a lot, as we can see. And yeah. We will have Invasion of Zendikar, which is pretty good. Man, this is really good opening, and of course our opponent is having fun with the most ambitious edge-cutting deck. Oh my god, is it Boros? Man, we met a fellow brewer. That's pretty crazy. So, we'll go with Restoration of Eiganjo, I think. Yeah, we don't have untapped land, so we couldn't go for Invasion. And this actually helps us on the next turn quite a bit. I think the plan is just to play a huge Rex, and his Fire Action, his Dinosaur, he will attack our opponents and make us happy. that's the idea. I will discard this, and I will also play this. It will be a bit weird, alright? This is definitely a weird enchantment. It's a bit, you know, sideways. But other than this, it's perfectly fine. And I mean, we are a ramp deck, we ramped, we are happy. That's basically it, right? So definitely black mana. And I mean, we don't care about the other one. I usually take green because we have so much of it. We did not play land? Wow, we actually didn't. Man, we are at, what, 8 lands to his 3? Let's keep it. Maybe he plays some cool artifact and we can kill it. Like, we don't need more mana at this moment of the game. And yeah, seems about right. I hope he brought some sweepers that deal 8 damage. Alright, so probably it will be just one hit and then we'll wait for some cool top deck to finish him. And I'm not flipping Invasion, because I can just kill him. Hopefully, hopefully. Big score. Alright, so very high chance for a next turn sweeper. And probably it's just Farewell, Sunfall and the Populate that matters. Rest of the cards cannot answer the Rex. Yep. That's the card. Ward 4. I mean, 2 mana removal could kill it, but he would need to burn treasure. And as you can see, it's just so simple. You just make cards, ramp as crazy, and make this one big 8-drop that they cannot respond to. Yeah, that was a funny game. First with Azusa many journeys, so 2 of them is too much, you don't have enough lands, but if with Invasion of Zendikar we should be able to ramp at least to 6, so I'm actually pretty hopeful for this one. I probably won't play Mirex the last, because this might be the, the missing mana for Atraxa or something like this, for example. And we're against mono black deck probably. This is perfect. See, and Mirex, guess what, will be our white mana. Oh. Oh. I see. Nice run, bro. I cannot risk that I don't draw planes from the top and I do nothing on the next turn. Because we actually do nothing if we don't do it. And you know what, we still get Azusa token, life gain and all this. Shuffler just messing with me at this point. Alright, so... with this one we don't get too much value, honestly. But we can restore Eiganjo on the next turn, and we don't miss run drops. I mean, this is the most efficient ramp. It's the most awkward I have ever seen, I think, but it works, alright? And now we just need to hit our big stuff, and that should be, hopefully, enough. Definitely not the end of the game, but we have 4 mana to our opponent's 3. So, pretty good, pretty good. Enjoy. I actually love this play because it's so and so weak to Leyline Binding that we are absolutely doing it so far. Especially that we start having creatures ourselves, we have the life gain. We gained 6 life with Azusas. This gives us 1 land. So honestly, Invasion of Zendikar is actually better for ramping. Crazily enough. It's 2 basic lands, so it won't be an easy choice. We can go for Atraxa mana, then we need green, but we have way more green than those colors, so like if we hit any kind of Triumph, we will have Atraxa mana, and Forest is much more likely than Swamp in our deck. Alright, show that. I mean, it's so amazing, man. You can just leyline it, and they cannot deal with enchantments. Can you believe? By the way, that's the Triumph we mentioned. And we have Azusa. Oh, I like this play. I really like this play. We'll go for Restoration of Eiganjo. Alright. We play like this. Oh wow, we actually tapped all of our white mana because we only have 1. I did not realize it, but it's fine. We attack this because this makes them block, right? Sure that. Super tasty blocked, isn't it? Oh, battles with Azusa are amazing, man. I mean, that's pretty cool. And we can either cycle the land thanks to this, or just activate the Mirex. I mean, that's super cool, man. I like those kind of plays. It makes Magic interesting. Alright. I see. Alright. Let's see the attack. No attacks. So I think we go like this. We don't have triple green. We have triple green, and that's an Atraxa. Alright, so how do we do it? I think we need to Sunfall first, then Atraxa. That's the play, probably. We cannot, unfortunately, attack, but the battle won't flip. So I think that's the play. Let's get rid of the forest, and just get a better version of the forest. The Triumph. And we can also activate the token. So, I mean, that is pretty cool. Even this is already an okay state. We get a Eiganjo transformed, we get the token, we have Mirex from the next turn onwards. But when we play Atraxa, it goes over the top 10-fold. Okay. Yeah, I think Atraxa will finish this game. No blitz. Interesting. So we know everything. That was his turn. And let's see what we roll. We did a nice job with trying to hit all the mana cores, so we are rewarded right now. And he's probably out of the game. Enchantment, Eminent Land, and the Sorcery. You know, maybe not 7 cards, but definitely enough to win the game. And thanks to this, Leyline is activated. Man, black cannot answer enchantments. That's beautiful. That's amazing. Oh boy, what a time to be alive. They actually have a weakness right now. That's crazy. So we get the stuff back. Our board gets wider and wider, and then they don't have white mana for Path of Peril. Gig's command doesn't hit basically anything. It only hits Atraxa. So I don't think they have an answer in their whole deck. I think it's just explosion time all around. They cannot even attack into us. They cannot invoke. They cannot get anything back from this, probably in their whole deck as well. See? Gig's command, told you. We just double block, get the stuff and attack with Rex. They see that we have a Rex. So it's probably still their best play, but far from what they need. And we trade basically 1-for-1, so I'm not sure about this attack as well. Not even talking about the tokens. Generally you don't want to make this kind of plays because you have better creature and to trade it for worse creature basically. Rex, go! See? Leyline bindings. They are still here. They were not invoked. That's a cool thing in the new standard. Alright, opponent goes first. No green. I don't think it's a good hand. I think it's a really bad hand actually. Alright, so we can fix our... I think Herd Migration is not super needed. It's basically a land. But it can become more if we really need it. Okay, I know. This is the play. So, Herd Migration has unique role because it's both like the WinCon and the land in one. So we got rid of the WinCon because this is more versatile WinCon. And we know, you know, we can try to make it work depending on if we draw 5 lands in a row or 5 WinCons in a row. Let's go with the headquarters. We're not doing too much, we are against Jeskai, it seems to be a Jeskai control, so probably a very rough matchup for us. I wish I didn't have a tap land. Alright, but we have forward, right? Our first WinCon is here. Not sure how we play it out. They have basics, at least one. Do we kill Wedding Announcement and try to ram them? I don't think that's a good deal. At least not for us. Alright, let's go for, I guess, this color? They're not doing super much. We didn't hit our ramp cards. I guess we mulligan them, but the first hand was really bad. Oh, I see. I see. Oh boy, really hard. If you hit no ramp against control deck that is already having a cardo, like they will probably counterspell most of the stuff, so we probably need to wait until the Rex and try to run over them somehow. But we can play one meaningful spell a turn, so it will be very harsh. Hopefully they don't play too many counter spells, I guess. Maybe that's the play. Maybe that's the play. Alright, Memory de Rouge. Incredibly hard decision. You take all the counter spells probably. Alright, I'm not sure what the decision is here. Maybe he hit something extremely hard. It definitely feels like it from the reaction. Oh, okay, that kinda explains it. He wanted to think how important it is to see my hand. If they exiled Heart Migration, we actually cannot channel it as well. It's not strictly channel, but it's basically a channel. And they went for the WinCon. Not super surprised, we probably can play it at some point during the game, but not now. Oh, and I can flip it very quickly. In my opinion, they should go for the invasion. At least with 1 damage. Yeah, that's a good call. And we'll probably wait with Boseiju until it flips, because it can be annoying. Well, we'll see, we'll see. I mean, our draw is kinda lackluster at this point, so let's cycle, see if we hit something cooler. Yep, this is something that we wanted early game. One of the problems with the ramp deck, if you start hitting your ramp spells at, you know, turn 7 and higher, and you hit your WINCONS on opening hand, it's not looking great for you. So we need to hit those pieces very nicely. Alright, invasion, this will get pumped. It's not looking great for... Oh, you need to stop if you want to avoid this one. Alright, Invasion of Zendikar. This is the type of stuff we actually needed. Make this appear is a possibility with casualty. Maybe. Maybe. Let's see. Let's go for green mana. Actually, we need way more than we have. And do we go for Boseiju? Maybe. I don't know, man. Or maybe you just get more mana for the next turn. Zurgo and Ujjatai. Very good play. Make sure that we have some issues even if we hit Farewell. But it also taps him out very, very highly. Oh, I hope he stays it. Okay, so he knows that we will play Farewell. Otherwise he would think that maybe the Light Shear Eye will protect it. The, you know, so-called new combo. But not working against Farewell for sure. Let's go for Mirex. This will hit basically everything, so enchantments, graveyards. No battles though. And yes, it is flipped battle, so it's an enchantment, and I remember it now. Just in the case you remember some old comments. I learned it the hard way. Let's go for green. Our whole hand is only green, so let's make sure that we can play whatever we like. I mean, even though this is probably some counterspell deck, oh boy, they will flip it one day. Yep. Oh, I die. Man, how did I die? It's so much damage out of nowhere. Good guy, my friend. Oh, good guy. I didn't even realize that I'm on 2. Like, there was no real attacks, just wedding announcement, some Zurgo, and suddenly I'm fully dead with Tarkir. Second, we have Azusa into Stomper. So, I mean, we have some options. Let's see how amazingly strong their opening will be. So far, it's not. And we definitely like it. Man, Azusa into Triumph is always feels perfect. Very, very good draw. Extremely good draw, I would say. Because then we can start playing. I actually need one more land, probably. And then we can go absolutely over the top and play Atraxa and win. They don't have blue, so far. Yep. So Orzhov. Orzhov cannot really handle Atraxa. The only way to handle Atraxa is by countering her. And they cannot do it. I mean, they have sweepers, but when you make, like, different instances of all this, like, pressure... Oh, I actually don't have double green, that's crazy. So we need to hit forest with this one. We need to hit forest with this one. Alright, that's actually super fine. Down to 5 cards. And by the way, guys, if you are curious about the Vorinclex that was in the game probably 1, we actually scrapped it because I couldn't find value with the deck, as you probably seen in the first game. Oh, right. So I increased the Atraxa density a little bit, and I just scrapped the Vorinclex because it doesn't super help with the ramp. Usually you need to hit Zendikar and, you know, this kind of stuff. We won't be able to double play the Stomper because we don't have 4 green. That's a bit unfortunate. Do we have all the mana? White, black and blue, and green. Alright, cool. So we just go for 5 forests so we can play Titan and Stomper at some point. And we're at 21. Shorted is in the board, but if Shorted has no support, it's not scary actually. Like, it cannot attack, it can block, but it won't kill, you know, our big stuff. Like, Atraxa is still here, so they probably need a removal, and I think we can chain Atraxa into Atraxa because we are a very good player with great top decks. So let's go and see what we hit. First, do you see Atraxa? No, but we will take this one. Leyline, pretty amazing. Sunfall, I mean, I cannot, man, I don't care, I cannot resist Sunfall. It's just too cool. And Jetmir's Garden, because that's the only one we lack. And I think that's it, right? Cool. And that's 7 cards. So we can attack with this one. Funnily enough, he cannot block because... Oh, sure, if you want, you can. So we can untap whatever we want. Do we play Leyline Binding? I mean, what can... I mean, they will farewell, right? That was a bit hasty, but it's still pretty epic. So they get back the Shorted, they probably farewell on this turn, and they get back this, so we help them, but we have so much value. Oh, never mind, it's a Tapland. So they lost. Phyrexian Arena is great, but not after you got absolutely overwhelmed by, you know, your opponent's 7 drops to your 3 drop. That's a bit late to play it. And first we go with this one. We can play the Emperor. So I will actually go full control for this one. So I can just tap the mana in response to the trigger of Azusa. Perfect. And that's why we waited with the Emperor. Let's go with Mirex. We pay the mana. And now this resolves, and now we untap everything. 1, 2, 3. And we also get a free trade, man. Azusa has so many like combos with this untapping stuff. It's actually pretty glorious. They have farewell, so we wait 1 turn. Because they already need to do it. It's 15 damage to the board, so they need to do it right now. They get back the Shorted. And we probably go with their... probably farewell, I guess, right? Because then we get rid of Arena as well, and they're down to... Oh boy, if they don't have farewell, there's not even like chance for them to recover. Sunfall and farewell, only 2 cards that matter. He can still have Sunfall, right? It seems he doesn't have it, and the explosion is imminent. But that's a fighter. He's definitely trying to make it work. Alright, so he can block 8 damage with this one. Actually, a little bit less, right? So 4 damage can be blocked. 11 and 8. So we go for 19. Let's go. I like it. It's very greedy. I could just play differently, but come on. It's way too fun. Way too fun. And yeah, we probably Leyline Binding the Arena. So I cannot kill him, so that's why I don't Leyline Binding the token. We will untap this time Mirex. And some Greenlands, I guess. We deal the damage. We make a poison counters. And we'll Leyline. We can Mirex at the end step if they farewell, so that's also pretty cool. So, he didn't seem like he has any kind of sweeper on the last turn, so we make sure that he doesn't draw into it. I mean, he was fighting 1 turn longer, and that was a fair shot. He could draw it, he would not win, but that was a fair try at least.